orchids growing on trees is a symbiotic relationship called communalism, right? Commensalism. It's called commensalism.
Is this a recording and a recording?
Whoa, Vlogmas meta.
Just
I love when plants are educational. This is for whoever asked me for a garden update. Ooh, I look as sick as I feel. Sorry about the bad sound, y'all. I'm in my car. It is Thursday. Horribly sick all day yesterday. I still feel like crap, but much better than yesterday. So I'm gonna run a couple of errands. I picked up Dunkin' Donuts has a Beyond Sausage, Egg, and Cheese sandwich now. So I picked up one of those sandwiches. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't usually get drive-through Dunkin' Donuts food. Actually, I don't ever come to Dunkin' Donuts really ever because they're very expensive and their coffee's not very good. I'm going to go drop off a very overdue library book and put some makeup on and do some filming. We're going to do that today. We're going to do the thing today. Yes. It will really happen. The narrator's not going to tell me otherwise. It's hot sauce, but it's good. Y'all, it's been a day. So, got my errands done. Got back home. Had a message on Discord. Now, my son has a Discord server to talk to his gaming friends on, and it's only like a couple kids on there, but I'm also in there because I'm a responsible parent, and also he invited me. One of his friends messaged me, and when I didn't respond, he called me a bitch, so my son kind of just flipped out on him. Definitely told him to go die, so now we're gonna have to deal with that because the kid is a student at his school. We've had a discussion about two wrongs not making a right, but I think I know where he gets it from. Oh, I'm finally sitting down to get some of these little cuttings and stuff potted up. I mean, this has been overdue for so long. I watered all of my plants last night, except I think there's a few in the pet room that I still need to water, so I will get to that today. Rocking my very fashionable bathrobe with my Grow Shop Fox Farm swag. It's cold in this room, so I have to wear layers all day. I actually have 2 pairs of pants on. Ready? Frankly, it could be really warm in my apartment, and I would still have to wear like 3 different shirts because I'm always cold as soon as like September hits. Freezing all the time. So we've got a bunch of cuttings. I finally drew the winner for the Hoya cuttings, and we knew which Hoya cuttings they wanted. I can now pot up the other 2 cuttings in some dirt, get them out of the moss that they've been in, and their roots look great in the moss. So if you guys haven't propagated in moss, we're going to discuss a little bit of that today because I'm really getting into these little moss globes to propagate in. They look really cute. There's some plants I've noticed haven't done as well in the moss as others, but this one got a little dry, so it's a little sad looking. But I've noticed that Hoya does really well, Peperomia does really well. I have a Pilea peperomioides in there, and that's pretty happy. This provides like a little bit of humidity. It's also like pretty, and you can kind of tell if you've put too much water in there, so I love it. It's kind of a, it came to me. I don't know if other people do this, but one day I was in the Dollar Tree and I was like, that would look cuter than a vase, a vase. How do you say vase? Vase, vase? So I'm primarily potting Hoya and like, I have an epiphyllum cactus and Hoya and peperomia to pot today. So I have a very, very perlite heavy mix. I like really do not do well sick. I aforementioned perfectionism problem. Fuck, I need water.
Hey, water.
So quite a few of you wanted me to let you know how the plants from that ill-fated Josh's Frogs unboxing are doing. Happy to report the Peperomia meridiana is doing all right. It does have, you know, there's damage on the leaves, but it seems like it's going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and repot it today because I think that it is ready to be shocked and annoyed again. All the black spots on the back with Peperomia, generally that's cold damage, so that was from being in a box for 5 days. And I figure I'll update you guys on what's going on with Josh's Frogs. Long story short, narrator here, it's not going to be short at all. I've told some of you, but you know, I'm not trying to like cancel anybody or like spill the tea or anything. So I've mostly just been talking about it to other people and coincidentally, Josh from Josh's Frogs. So basically what happened is I placed an order for this little Syngonium here, and they shipped it to me. I paid for priority mail shipping. There was only 2 options on the website. There's FedEx, and then you get USPS, and the USPS says priority mail. Now, priority mail comes with insurance. I actually was able to get my money from that Josh's Frogs order back in its entirety because of the priority mail insurance. Now, when they shipped this to me, they shipped it first class. And I emailed, because this is not the first time they've done this, as I've talked to Beantown Houseplants about this as well. She actually talked about it in her unboxing, that it was really weird that they did that, and that she emailed them and asked like, hey, you know, like I pay for priority mail insurance. That comes with, you know, some security that I appreciate having, and if I pay for that like I want it, you know. Yeah, it's the whole like give what you say you're going to give thing. It's just appropriate in my opinion. And they kept emailing her some BS about this special low weight priority mail, and that's just not a thing. And it's not a thing. I've asked so many people who work at USPS at this point, it's not a thing. So I don't know why the first people you talk to at customer service like insist on saying that, because it isn't a thing. But anyway, eventually Josh, you know, because I wasn't accepting that answer. And basically it took me 2 weeks to get one of the customer service representatives, which, you know, I'm not trying to give them a hard time. I was polite throughout my whole emails. I'll show everybody my emails. I was not rude at any point. Or pushy or anything. I just wanted an answer to my question. If you downgrade my shipping from priority mail, does it still have insurance? And I'm not talking about Josh's Frogs live arrival guarantee, because that used to be really awesome, but me and a whole bunch of other people have had the experience that we were not offered what they're supposed to offer you when things arrive damaged. Somebody even left a comment for me saying that they just refused to do anything at all for something that was very clearly, you know, like had a disease. It was spotted. So when I did eventually get an email back, it was just a screenshot of the website, of the USPS website, of what priority mail insurance covers. And I was like, yeah, that is what priority mail insurance covers. However, you ship my package first class, which does not have priority mail insurance. So I think at that point she was like, okay, I quit. And Josh ended up answering me. So he explained that obviously, and this is something I knew, but perhaps it wasn't obvious that I knew this. He said that, you know, obviously when you pay a shipping fee on a website, every penny of that doesn't always match up to exactly what the shipping costs to mail out. And I know that. My point was more that you are saying that something will have insurance and then shipping it in a method which does not. So he said that he was under the impression that all live animals, plants, and perishables are exempt from priority mail insurance. And I was like, well, that's not been my experience, because I have a cashed check for the entire amount of my last order that says otherwise, and so does Beantown Houseplants. So this has worked multiple times, and when you file a claim with USPS, you have to send pictures and you have to say what was in the package, so they know that it was plants, and they gave it to me right away because it didn't get here in time. I was under the impression that's the whole point of priority mail insurance, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm not accusing anybody of lying or anything. I'm just saying that I don't know why he thought that, and if that is the case, I don't know why they approved it for me and so many other people. So, I digress. It seems like a bit of a moot point because they're not offering USPS shipping on their site right now, and I haven't as of yet replied to Josh's last email, which was very generous. You know, I told him, like, I've been stumping for you guys for a long time. You guys know. I have opened so many boxes from Josh's Frogs on this channel, and they haven't all been packaged very well, but I sort of always allowed a lot of, like, you know, room for forgiveness because you're shipping plants. Like, you know, it's tough. It's not the easiest thing to ship. And they are primarily a reptile, you know, business. So I kind of just, I wasn't really mad about it, you know, but the customer service was always so good that I felt very confident that even if, you know, my plants ended up a little banged up, that I could let them know and maybe they would take care of it if it was really that bad. So you guys know when I got that big box, it had been lost in the mail for a few extra days. But the damage was really because of the packing. Like, the packing was so careless and bad, and it was just really bad. It was probably the worst packed package that I've ever gotten, and I've ordered from Hertz before they listened to their customer service feedback. I said to Josh that, you know, I know that maybe we aren't your target audience, you know, us plant people, but we're pretty loyal and loving and good and expansive and opportunity-filled market. So you should listen to people. And I was like, and a lot of people are telling me that your packing sucks, you know, and your customer service is worse. So he did offer me to reship plants or to refund things. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I'm fine. But what I would like, and what I am going to say when I respond, what would make me very happy is that maybe they add rolls of tape to their packing regimen, or just give a shit just a little, just like a little bit more when you're packing. I know that they have to pack a lot of orders and things probably can't be as meticulous as, you know, maybe it will be if I'm packing something to send to a friend. I've gotten a lot of plant orders from a lot of different nurseries. I mean, if you want to see a good packing job, go watch my Little Prince to go opening, the one where it says wish list plant unboxing. That was the greatest packing job I've ever seen. Ever, and it probably took them less than 2 minutes. I mean, they literally used just rolled up cardboard, but the way that it fit into the boxes and stuff, like, nothing moved. And because Josh's has such good plants and great prices, and they used to have banging customer service, I have faith that they can do this again. So all I want is for him to listen. I'm tempted to take all the comments that you guys have left me about bad experiences with them and just send them all to him and be like, you know, like, why won't you let us love you? Now, a lot of people have had nothing but good experiences with them. So that tells me that they're more than capable of doing a good job. And I've certainly, I mean, my best orders from them were pretty great. God, like, dozens of the plants in my house are from Josh's Frogs. So this just, like, really bummed me out because I felt like, A, I was getting the runaround and getting blown off. And when I send you a detailed message about exactly what I want to know, I mean, I re-explained it so many times. There was no way to misunderstand me. To just get a screenshot from the USPS website was so infuriating. And then the customer service signs their emails with this little smiling frog emoji, which just feels like an extra, like, one of these. You know what I'm saying? I'm puzzled. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so here's the Hoya compacta variegata from Lyra, and this was the piece she sent for me. I'm glad that some of you are enjoying the vlogs. They're definitely, like, not as viewed as my plant videos, but that is so totally fine because they're like 3 times as viewed as I thought they would be. This is mostly a Vlogmas thing. I'm not going to be a huge vlogger kind of channel or anything, but I think it's good to do. I think it'll be fun for my family to have, you know, down the road. Weird vlogs from their weird grandmother or something. Okay. Look, it's so cute. Oh, I love you. You're so adorable. There's cat hair all over it. I'm going to mail out Alicia's probably today. See the little peduncle? So this guy I've had resting in a pot with my other epiphyllum, but I actually want to stick him in his own pot so that if it's something different, you know, it won't be all mixed together. But you can see all the little roots that it's gotten while sitting in that pot. So cute. I kind of love, like, single-leafed plants. I think they're really cute. Like, I would really like a whale fin sansevieria. I just think they're so adorable. They're just like one freaking leaf. You guys, I haven't been this sick in so long. I mean, shut up, right? Shut your mouth. So we've got this Hoya Burtoniae, or Burtonii. I believe it's Burtonii. I've been looking up my pronunciations since I know half of you emailed Rachel from Heart Shaped Leaves about people mispronouncing things, and you're probably all talking about me, you sons of bitches. I'm just kidding, obviously. Oh, look at those little roots, they're so cute. So that little guy can go on with its happy Hoya life now. Video is just me calling plants cute for 20 minutes. Almost there. Pilea out. So let's see, I popped this guy in here with no roots at all. You can see, while it was sitting in the moss, it got a whole bunch of little roots. Oh wait, was this the one I was gonna mail? No, that's the other one, okay. I have so many plants to mail, oh my gosh. Post office guy already thinks I'm crazy because I'm either going in there with, you know, plants in a box, or I'm going in there and asking him if low weight priority mail exists. This little guy is for my friend Ross, so we're gonna let it get established in the soil, and then I'm gonna bring it over to him, and that will be, I think, his third plant. We're working on it. Cool.